So this film is about fears of relapsing, but in relation to um, kind of family reactions in relation to that and gaining their confidence. And also some of my friends that I was working with at the time, their kind of thoughts and feelings behind it too. So I'll start with that. I remember, some people that I had contact with at the time in a different job that I had. They were really positive. They were just kind of saying, Joe, you can do this. If you're really kind of motivated, and they could see that my well-being and everything was really important to me, and that this was my plan for the future, and that I meditated, I looked after myself with yoga, I ate well, I slept with a good routine, and they said, if anyone can do this, Joe, you can. So that was kind of quite heartwarming, and think, okay, yep, maybe there aren't that many people that do it on their own like I did. But I've got the support of friends around me that feel like it's a possibility that it can go well for me. And whereas so my family in the UK, they were kind of concerned about how it might go, and that I didn't have professionals behind me as a kind of guide and support. And so I needed to have conversations with them about what I would do, and talk about my kind of relapse plan and what I would do if things didn't go well, to kind of put their mind at rest and kind of think, okay, well, Joe's thought about this. I feel like, more confident now. For example, my mum would feel more confident now that, I've thought about it, I've planned it, I know what I would do. Robin knows what he has to do, my husband, if things didn't go well. So that was kind of that whole regaining confidence, that kind of, it's going to be okay. So to kind of show them that I'd thought about it, and and not just maybe my angle, but all the different options, and thinking about all the different angles, and then you're kind of ready for any possibility that might happen. And then with my husband, who I obviously live with, who was there with me daily, yeah, he was worried that there wasn't that kind of steady pill to keep me level, and to make sure that my mood was stable, and I was going to kind of take myself off balance and go through this period of possibly quite a difficult period. And does anyone ever feel ready for that? No. You just kind of have to take the risk. You have to jump in. You have to think, well, I'm going to give it a go. If not now, then when? You know, what's the point of putting it off? And I was already in a place of stability, so I wouldn't go ahead and withdraw if I just tried it or something and I wasn't stable again yet. No, you have to feel confident yourself. You have to feel calm. You have to feel like you've got like a toolkit of things that you can do, that what calms you, what makes you feel more confident. Who can you turn to if you're feeling wobbly or you're unsure? So one of the things in my toolkit was to go on walks in the country. What else? I didn't have a bath here, but I like water, so having a shower, having a bath, or going to sit or walk around a lake, or just sit with my friend and chat with them, or watch a film or something, or do some yoga, light a candle, put some incense on. I've got all this, your kind of ways of keeping yourself calm and steady are going to be different to mine, but for me they were things that were really helpful, and I knew that I could turn to those things, especially nature and the peace and quiet of being outdoors, was something that I can use as a technique, as something in my toolkit to kind of, okay, everything's going to be all right, you know. so yeah, with my husband, it was like this idea of kind of jumping in a bit at the deep end, doing something that's risky, and then going through the process. You know, I would talk with him. So on one evening, I'd be like, you know, I'm going to drop down again, just so you know. I didn't feel, you know, I'd basically talk about my day. So, for example, if I had moments in the day where I wasn't sure if I was like a little bit manic or a little bit kind of unsure and nervous or something, or I had some strange sensations, then I'd talk about it with him and I'd say, do you think I should scrape off a bit more tonight with, you know, so it would weigh less, or should I try and keep it the same? And, you know, so we'd discuss it. And then he was clear and he was in the picture of where I was at, and I wrote it down every single night, what milligrammage I was on, and so we could kind of analyze things as time went on, days, weeks, or months went on of reduction, and I think that was really good to keep him in the picture. So family reaction. So I think that helped him feel confident that, you know, I was analysing it bit by bit. He was able to analyse me and to be kind of on board and have that kind of knowledge and insight as I went through the process. And I think that's invaluable, because then you don't feel like you're completely on your own. You can decide yourself with that person what's the right thing to do next. So I'll see you again for the next film. Thank you guys. Bye.